Saturn moving into Aries for a Taurus Rising. Let's get into it. Okay, my love. So for you, Saturn is entering Aries, which is in your 12th house. So let's unpack all of that. But also, Neptune has been camping in Aries for a few days, weeks, and it's going to be there for 13 years. So we have to take into account all of those energies at the same time. Starting with Aries, which is the sign of action. It's literally all about yourself. It's all about pioneering, moving forward, getting things done, being a leader, a little impulsive, but not bad. Now, Saturn is the planet of structure. It's a planet that builds, that has a plan. It brings lessons. It brings karma. It brings order. It's like daddy energy. It comes in and it's like, we got to clean this up. This is not working. We got to do better. Now, Neptune is the opposite. It's a planet that dissolves. It's a planet of illusions. It has to do with your hopes and your dreams, with spirituality, with going deeper. Now, for you, Aries in the 12th house, your 12th house has to do with your subconscious mind. It has to do with your inner world. It has to do with your deepest desires. So Aries in your 12th house tells me your inner world is a very independent experience. It's a place where you go and you withdraw, and it's a very me, myself, and I type of place, right? That is where your dreams would live. That is where your subconscious resides. It's also where your dreams live, your mental health. So this is going to be a very personal transit. Now remember, Saturn builds. It's all about lessons and structure, karma a little bit too. Neptune reveals illusions. Actually, Neptune rules the 12th house, so there's a little bit more of, mental health, going deeper. So this is going to be a very isolating transit, but not a bad one. Let me explain. So it's almost like it's time to heal. You're about to do a lot of inner work. You're about to do a lot of introspective type of work where you're going to start to kind of question your mindset. So your mental health, your belief system, your spirituality, your trauma, your subconscious, what you don't let anybody else see, right? So it's a very independent journey going inward, but on the bright side, you're gonna set new patterns. So you might start a new habit like breath work or meditation or journaling or something to organize your thoughts, to not drown in all of that. It's going to make you face your hidden fears head on, anything that's been holding you back in your subconscious. Maybe you're afraid to be seen, you're afraid to take up space. It's going to force you to confront all of these illusions, all of these beliefs, all of these things that are keeping you stuck. And it's going to make you create a life and a routine and a lifestyle that allows you to not let that hinder you to kind of move forward. So I want you to think of like patterns of self-sabotage. They're going to get squashed. Any place where you hold yourself back, it's about to disappear. It's going to hurt a little bit in the sense of the illusions are going to come to the surface. It's going to become apparent what is holding you back. There again, it's a very introspective journey, but Aries is all about taking the leadership, stepping up. It's about yourself. So you're not going to be afraid to go deep. You're not going to be afraid to pay attention to your dreams, to pay attention to your intuition, to pay attention to what's coming up. Whoops. Not the light falling up, to pay attention to what's coming up, to what's in your subconscious, to what's in your psyche that is literally keeping you from being happy. You are going to learn to embrace alone time. Instead of it being depressing, you're going to be like, man, I really love my own company. You're going to crave time in nature and meditation and prayer, connecting with yourself. It's literally giving the energy of the next 2.5 years. You're really going to get to know yourself, fall in love with yourself, prioritize yourself, but also realize what's holding you back. Especially if you have issues with like mental health or regulating or anxiety, these are going to be the places that are going to come to light and all of the illusions are going to shatter and you're just going to do the work that needs to be done. It's time to clean house, So on the good side, mental health is a priority. So you're going to develop as a person. You're going to learn discipline in your inner world. It's preparing you because after these 2.5 years, then Saturn is going to move to Taurus, which is your rising. So it's going to be your identity. So it's almost like you have to do the dark, deep, inner subconscious work. So then you can do the outer, the identity, the beauty, the looks or whatever. So this is a very inward journey, but it's ultimately going to help you become the person you need to be in order to glow up, to get to the next level. So your anxiety may dissolve and turn into like spiritual resolve. And if you're not woo-woo, essentially what I'm saying is instead of overthinking and panicking and freaking out, you're going to develop routines and habits that actually help you function. Instead of spiraling, maybe you're like, let me go breathe. Let me go for a walk. Let me go prioritize me right now. Your intuition, your dreams, your connection to yourself is going to get louder. So if you're somebody that's already intuitive, expect that to kind of increase. Now, the difference about this intuition and dream work and all of that is Saturn is daddy. Saturn is earth. It's going to be grounded spirituality. It's going to be grounded inner work. It's going to be grounded in reality. Even though all of these realms of like mental health and spirituality sound really fairy and airy, Saturn is going to ground it. It's going to make it practical. It's going to make structure and build around it. So it's not going to feel overwhelming. It's not going to drown you. It's not going to be too much. Yeah, it might hurt. You might learn some lessons. There's a little bit of karmic energy, but essentially it's going to force you to confront what's not working, but you're going to come at it from a very practical place. So I want you to look at this as like spiritual awakening energy, but like grounded. Like if you have a mentor that's telling you what to do and not like, oh my God, I don't know where to start. Like you're done running away from your shadows and your fears. You're ready to integrate it. You're ready to become an adult. You're ready to be like, okay, subconscious, I see you. Okay, trauma, I see you. I'm not afraid of you. Let's get this done. What do you need? How do we fix it? What does that look like? So it could be a year, 2 years, honestly, of building a morning routine or habits that work for you, or starting to go to therapy, or starting to pay attention to your dreams, or realizing the places where you're like, man, this is getting out of hand, or I haven't been putting energy towards like my mental health and how I feel internally. This is where you're going to kind of make peace with all of that. So even though part of you may feel foggy, and you may already be feeling it, babe, like the energy of Neptune and Saturn has already kind of crossed paths May of last year, and then it kind of dissipated, and now it's back on at full force. And this is kind of the vibe for a little while, especially as they're conjunct for the next few months. It's really going to feel like, yes, it's a little foggy, but Saturn is going to clean house. So let's just simplify everything. Let's come up to a plan, like come up with a real plan and get your nervous system in order. That's essentially the energy that's coming in. And again, if you're feeling it, let me know in the comments how it resonated, how it's feeling. And if you're not yet, I'm happy to give you tips on how to integrate that. This is where being a coach helps. So if you need tips, if you don't know where to start, I got you. But that's basically the energy you're going to have. If you do have other planets in your 12th house, they're also going to interact with this transit. That's where I would recommend a reading. But hopefully this gets you started, gives you an idea. I do want to add a caveat. The 12th house sounds intense. I know. But babe, you're gonna be fine. There is nothing to worry about. It's just taking it one day at a time and understanding that like this work is needed. This is kind of the foundation so that the outer can get better. Now, if your life is in a really beautiful place, you're just gonna go deeper and grow as a person and fall more in love with yourself. But the illusions have to kind of be gone. We have to shake the cobwebs, right? So that we can get to the good part. And this is it. I love you. Hope this resonated.